All right, so Josh Carlson here, just done an absolutely storming ride down the Super D Brakeburner course here. Tell us about your race today, Josh.
Today was awesome. Yeah, I had a big morning this morning. Because I had a mechanical yesterday, I had a goal of just smashing out as many laps as I could. And one thing is perfect training for my upcoming Enduro season, and it's just fun, you know. Learning how to ride a 29er, and the trails were mint, so it was a good day to smash out trails. And had a bit of a sandwich, had a drink, and then lined up for this. And man, you drop into that top section of Delatite, and it's super wild, and you start kicking a bit of adrenaline up through your body, and then you just give her the whole way down, and it was great. I had a really good run with traffic. Everyone's been super sweet this weekend with the traffic and moving over when needed to, and no collisions and no confrontations, which is great. So had a really good run, felt great, was hanging it out pretty loose. Yeah, which is always a good thing. If you scare yourself a few times,
that's where you want to be, is it? Right on the line?
Yeah, especially in that top section. Like, it's so rough and gnarly. It's I just kind of hung it out and just let it go, and I was feeling great, having fun.
Any sort of max speed stats you can tell us on the stat? What'd you see?
I was well spun out of my gears.
Yeah, right.
So what have I got, a 39.11 on my 29er?
Yeah, right. Okay, it's pretty big. Yeah.
And I was trying to tuck after that, so the work they've done on the trail was amazing, so I could use some of the berms to scrub speed and really send it. I think I hit a water bar, I don't know, I can't gauge it, but I reckon it would have been at least 40 feet of good jump or something.
Right.
I don't know. It felt
big,
huge.
Pretty big. Okay. So you managed to squeeze out 9 laps today, and an awesome effort in the 3-hour 45-minute cut-off we had. Obviously a little bit of climbing in those laps. Tell us about the lap course. How do you think that lined up? And you know, it's got a few climbs, but some techo single track descent. You know, good course for a lap.
Yeah, I think so. It was super hard. Like, there was obviously a lot of climbing and very taxing throughout the day. Like, the Gang's climb going back up there, and then the big fire road section to finish. You know, it definitely wears on you throughout the day. But then you finish with those epic descents through Copperhead and the Gang's descent. So you kind of forget about it. Then you hit the chairlift, you're like, I'm going to do that again. So after a few hours, it started to get
So you're now racing on the Pro Giant team over in North America. You've come back to Australia just sort of for this race and a bit of training and probably family time. But you know, you're on the Enduro scene, going to race the Enduro World Circuit this year. How does this race stack up? You know, in honesty, what's the format like, and how do the trails compare to what you've been doing in North America?
The trails are red hot. Like, all the descending and stuff is just like North America. You know, like this Super D here it's 40 minutes from the top, and it's right up there with the likes of Downeyville or Ashland and stuff like that. You know, it's just as much pedaling, just as much descending. I think comparing the Brakeburner course to an Enduro course, there was a lot more pedaling than normal. Like, there was a lot of climbing, and I'm really stoked that I brought my Anthem 29er for this weekend. It's a perfect bike. But this is a really good event, and you get so much bike time. Like, you just ride all day, and you're on a chairlift, and you're killing it. And the trails are sweet, and like I said, you pin it along the flat bits, and the climbs hurt, and you bury yourself and whatever, but then you have a wicked descent, which makes you forget about it. You know, you finish in Copperhead with all these doubles and drifting through the corners, getting super loose, and you get on the chairlift with a smile, and you're like, this is sick. Right. I think it's really good, and I'm stoked to see so many people that are keen on it, and especially people that are getting involved with the Brakeburner. So,
that's right.
I think this, like today, is right up there with one of the best Super Ds in the world. Not so much Enduro, but definitely a wicked Super D.
Okay.